Right. Hey, folks, it's Faz here from Fazlifts. Today, I want to talk to you about how I keep mine and my clients' training primed to enable us to work hard for those gains. Now, first of all, before I get into that, thanks for joining me on my channel. If you want to go ahead and pop in a comment or a question of your own, go ahead and do that down below. So first, let's get on to this. This was sparked off by a conversation from one of my subscribers, Daniel Torkelson, and we were discussing training hard. And he said that after a few weeks, he gets to the point where his form starts to go a little bit off and he feels like he almost regresses. So I said, I've got just a thing for you. And this is how I enable to do things with my clients and how I keep us all primed, ready to work hard. Now, here's the contradiction. To make gains, you need to work really hard, right? We all agree on that. Most people can't sustain that level of effort for very long, which is understandable. Your body starts to break down. Now, at a certain point, your body will start to break down, your gains will start to diminish, your effort will start to subside. Perhaps you will cut some corners in the gym. Perhaps your body will just feel achy. Perhaps you'll just feel progressively more and more tired as the weeks go along. Perhaps there'll be some gaps in your food intake. Your motivation will wane. We can only really push hard for so long before our effort starts to slack off a little bit. And that's just natural. It's human nature. Now, perhaps you're just persistently tired. Perhaps you're persistently sore. Perhaps you're just letting your foot off the gas. Perhaps life gets in the way. So what I do is I organize training into blocks. So a block of training, which might be, say, 4 to 5 weeks of really, really hard training. And within that 4 to 5 weeks, you know you're going to push really hard. Foot on the gas, food in check, going to the gym with an attitude, look to make some gains and push those sets hard every single time you go in. And then at the end of that block, you rest, you deload, you relax. You might take a week or even 2 weeks of just some light training, perhaps even playing some other sports. Like I encourage a lot of my clients to go ahead and play tennis or table tennis or some football, soccer, whatever they want to do. Just for a couple of weeks, go out for a walk in the woods, take a loved one for a few walks, go for jogging, something like that. But just do something where you're resting and you're relaxing and you're away from the weights for a while. And then what that does is it primes your body ready to gain again. And we capitalize on the idea of, look, you've got to work hard to actually make gains. But people can't sustain that level of effort for so long. So push hard for about 4 or 5 weeks, map it out on the calendar, put it into your head. I'm going to just go at it, hell for leather for this small period of time. And then, you know what, I get a break. You can relax a little bit. You can lay off the food a little bit, just chill and mentally prepare yourself to go at it again. I've used this method pretty much throughout my entire career just to ensure that I'm continuously progressing. I'm sure that the greats can work hard all the time, but I think most people would be lying if they say they just work hard all the time. The perception of working hard might be there, but the reality might be very different. And over the weeks, that effort may well just fall off the mark. If you rest and relax, you'll be surprised at how fresh you feel. Now, I'm going to leave you guys with a quote from Charlie Francis. Charlie Francis was Ben Johnson's old track coach, and his training system was the heavy light system. And he said, most people's lows aren't low enough. So that means when it comes to pushing hard, they can't. So what they do instead is they sit in this middle level of mediocrity for their whole training lives, and they don't get anywhere. Have a think about that. Right, folks, I'd love to hear what you think about that topic. It's quite a nuanced topic, and I'm sure there'll be some disagreement, but I'd love to hear from you. Pop it down in the comments below, and I'll speak to you all next time.